Hello folks, and welcome to this video. In this video, I will play Destiny. The Dawning has finally arrived. Oh man, I look forward to this for mainly one thing. Azrael! Yes! And I even have my little tribute. Oh, look at me. I look awful. Just awful and weak as fuck. And shit. And of course, there we go. Can't forget about this. Boop. Correct. I'll tell you a story. A little story about myself lately. You all know that I've been busy with school. I mention it quite frequently from each episode where I have been quite a big space of inactivity from your lack of content. The reason is, well, I'll kind of hopefully the vague answer. But to be quite honest, I want to address this issue a little bit further. To tell you the story that will be more about my private life in a sense. It will. It's not in a sense. It will. Partial of it. I will just start from this before summer, in fact, the last weeks at school. My plan for the year, or at least to do after the summer, was to be apprentice. My reason for it was, one, I could get to feel how it is in the for the adults in the work environment. Two, get paid and get experience for the work environment. And third, I guess, skip boring school really, because it was in a special period my course that I chose, that is media communication. That was quite interesting. It was that my course would change in a sense and be more heavier.
Go.
Come on.
So the objective is to
Right,
run very
right.
fast while dodging
Oh, it's left,
obstacles
right.
and avoiding being shot.
Sorry about that.
Right.
That's very
Sounds
well.
like a normal
Yeah,
day
right.
for us.
Yeah, my course would change in a way that it would be more heavy
Any
in
chance
the
they're racing fans?
content, I would say. The content would be more of a theoretical level than a practical level than my two first year in that course was.
Been practicing your quick getaways?
Oh, come on, yeah. And because of that, that was my main reason for kind of not going have a normal school year really. So I did a thing in my summer break that was
Get going! You
about the
can
apprentice
win
thing. It
this!
succeeded quite well, in fact. At least that's what I thought. That was until
Get
my
back in the lead!
that was until my summer break was, I would say, over. Well, for very fairly close to over. It was pretty much my last weeks before school started.
That's some smooth riding.
And
You're
what
in the
happened
lead.
is when I was when I was on
Race isn't
break
over yet.
in
Catch
Philippines,
up.
that's where I had my summer break this year, in the Homo. What was it? Okay, match that, but yeah, on email I got from the one I would be apprentice for, the workspace, that hey, I'm
Second left.
pregnant.
This ain't over,
I found
Guardian.
out that I'm pregnant, and that caused a big issue for me. That made my life much harder than pyramid. That was I have a right, that is have to have 100% or my I don't know for my
This is amazing!
what is it? Apprentice
You're leading the pack.
rule or whatever you call it. I know, not teacher necessarily, but at least the worker that I would be apprentice for. She was the only one who just got right away. So if she wouldn't be the only one, I would be an apprentice now, by the way. Instead of school struggling. I'll talk a little bit about that later. Yeah, so that first should be done with this part of it. That is, it made my life hard because that made so I couldn't be apprentice. That made my issue because all the lists for who would be the list for second choice for those who have done it. had already gone through that. They were complete, and that was an issue for me in this, the sense that it was no space really, no free space on the schools I wanted that had my course, and that made my life so much. I had to call around. I tried to call around the school just in case there would be any spaces. There was one school that had space, but the issue was they had another rule, or
Get those gates.
they did
No
another
giving
thing
up
with
till
math
Shaq sings. You
and
hear me?
Last lap.
physics, I'll just call it, I guess. So this nature related lecture, whatever it's called again. I don't know the English word for it, but the thing is that school had what is it called? I have the word on the tip of my tongue. It's requirement. That's it. That you have to be done with those two lectures or classes in second year, not third year. In comparison to the school the previous year attended to, that had the option to either complete in the second year or the third year, and I chose the latter. That made my life much difficult, and it made me so I lost my social group in a sense, at least the availability of it, because that was at my previous school. That was my main social group, and when I attended this new school, pretty much everyone was unknown for me, except for 3 people. But I barely seen them in that school because it's so different. It was so different experiment. It was pretty much me trying to find friends again from scratch, without the knowledge,
Tower thanks everyone for their participation,
without
but we have our winner.
the introduction of the knowledge, and the school itself so made my life so much difficult. It really did, because it was so new to me. I was kind of an outsider. It made me so much more difficult for me, and it became more and more of a struggle and a pain for me, because I have to just say, without my friends, it's just so difficult. We may have enough time after school, because it's kind of that point in life where you only have time to talk to them at work or school, and outside either they have thing outside school they have to do, or they want to relax from school. I have to do schoolwork to do. That made it so much difficult for me to even be able. Sorry that I'm a little crying, but it's just so frustrating for me. Just so frustrating. Just is, because I can barely see them really, and it's difficult to arrange something sometimes, especially when just so much. It's just a pain, and I try to do the best. I mainly didn't want to go to school because I want to avoid the heavy stuff from school, and now I kind of gone right into it. I tried to get my car license, even tried to work that, but another ruling that happened the same day I began at that new school that I'm attending now is that if you skip so many classes equals so much percent, you get I'll say F, or it wouldn't count at all to you. That would mean in a negative way, that is, sorry, pretty much mean it's your time is you fucked yourself up, so you kind of force as well, and with the ruling for the traffical schools, they are scheduled in the same time as normal school. That's difficult because they don't really have any class after that. For me, I merely can even have one class at all in 1 week. That's my max. A minimum is none. That's the worst thing, especially when I have something called, I'll just call it special days / school weeks. That's where you have one specific lecture whole day or half day, but for the most time at the moment, and it sounds like it for me as well, I only have full days, and on Wednesdays the time I went, I have the possibility or the slight possibility to even have a class, driving class in at all. So it's just everything from my great plan before summer got ruined and just made my life so much difficult now.
SRM.
Just
Okay, let's do
it's a big struggle, and I just want to tell you this story because the ones that feel are in the same familiar situation as me, and you are not alone. Don't worry, I'm going through it right now, and it's difficult. I'm on the brink of, I would never say quit school, but if I do that, I know my life will be even more terrible or difficult to go through. So I tried to do my best to avoid
You
that.
realize being in first means more things will be shooting at us?
So, yeah, just so difficult. So at least I try to do the best. But it's not that I don't get help. I do adjustment yesterday, in fact, a special meeting for that purpose, mainly, as well as. And I had another reason as well. That's because my grades went down. Even I felt that. I know that. I kind of blame mainly on my social group isn't there to support me that as much as it did before in my first year at high school. I think it's called Deviantart college. No, high school. It's high school.
Second lap. This ain't over, Guardian.
Yeah. So it's a big struggle for me, and I try to do my best. I really do, as I already said, even though, but I just point out that I am struggling. That's why my lack of content is so big and huge. And that has been an activity that, as well as schoolwork I have to do as well, takes quite time. I want to get decent grades. A little predicament that I'm dealing with. That is okay. So if you're struggling or are in a familiar situation as me, let me know, because I know how it feels. You're not alone. At least I'm lucky to get some help at least. Sorry. Check a little tear. But yeah, it's a big struggle. So hey. So at least I try to do my best, have something to do, at least have some honest friends that I always have to talk about, or talk to, so at least
Race
not
isn't
feel
over
too
yet.
alone.
Catch up.
At least
One
that's
more
good.
lap.
That's my only thing at the moment, at least I got time. Certify that.
This
And
is a hostile planet. Are you sure you want to be in front?
yeah, sorry. But that's true. What we say now. So don't feel too sad. At least don't feel lonely. Don't feel. Try to find something positive. Try to do your best. Try to not give up. So it doesn't get more worse. Doesn't get worse than it already is. Give up even if you know the slightest work of progress school. It can just ruin your life really quick, especially if you're at my age. Then don't really have a lot of chances to catch up to that. Now, taking too much time off, take too much of your valuable time. It really is important to do, because you try to get a job of living something you can be happy with. But if these small things, problem in life happens, just try to remember. There's always someone that are in the same situation as you, as I am now. If you have
That's it, folks. We have a winner.
Please, that is really good to get out of my heart. This is my heart will hold it all in, let me all make a big emotional explosion, I'll call it, make it kind of worse as well, if I have too much. And to your friends, I'm missing you. It's not really, really do. So hope at least we can get some more, or say, arrangement together. So at least that satisfaction can be filled at least a little bit tender. So yeah, I think that's where I will end this video. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.